Hey guys, just a quick update. This was the first ally that I came up with for my Blood Ravens, and I thought, it would be really fun to make them. And then, of course, with the addition of the new rule set, I think they've eliminated True Grit. Uh, I know it still appears in the Demon Hunters Codex, but I don't know that we're going to be able to use it for uh, DeathWatch. So I'm not quite sure what I'll do with these guys. True Grit's really not the only, really the special rule, I guess, for them. For me, is the ability to move and shoot with a heavy weapon, namely the heavy bolter. So I guess it's really going to depend on the opponent that I'm facing, or the other player, whether they would say, yeah, I don't mind if you use a DeathWatch squad as an ally. Because technically the rule is still supported under, I guess, their greater organization, which is, I guess, the Demon Hunters, but I don't know. That might be stretching things a bit. But if it's a friendly game, I'm sure most people would agree and say, yeah, you can use it. But if not, again, I think these guys would fit nicely as a veteran squad. Of course, I'm not going to be able to use them with two heavy weapons. At least I don't think I can. I guess we'll find out when the new codex comes out. But anyway, I had a lot of fun painting them up, and I really like the idea of the DeathWatch. So if they just sit on the shelf, that's okay with me. Like I said, I had fun putting them together and painting them up. I just think it's cool to have so many different chapters contributing to one organization. Probably one of the only places that it happens, at least in my opinion. I don't know, maybe the fluff supports a lot of other cross chapter groups, but this is, in my opinion, probably one of the coolest. And I also thought about the idea, if you can't use the DeathWatch anymore, or if people want to argue and say, yeah, you can't, you could still do the veterans, the former DeathWatch guys. I think it would be kind of fun to paint up some Blood Ravens who've served out their tour and returned to their squad. Their armor is, of course, painted back in their chapters colors, but they still retain that. They still have the right to retain that shoulder pad and keep that one silver arm, kind of to symbolize their service to that. I forget what Ordo it is. Ordo Hereticus, or it's not Ordo Xenos, is it? I don't know. Anyway, I get those things mixed up all the time. No, Xenos is for the aliens, but anyway, DeathWatch, I guess, is sufficient. But I know that too, if they are DeathWatch veterans in your army, they can still retain, I think, the special ammo in that M40, I think it's M40 bolter, which is also kind of cool. But I think just, even if you couldn't use them, just painting them up and having one or two guys hanging out in the squad just stands out and kind of looks nice. So anyway, so I've got one White Scar, a Blood Angel, a Dark Angel on the heavy bolter there, a Blood Raven commander. Since you can do librarians also as your squad leader, I thought having a Blood Raven would be kind of cool there. I could stick him in as a librarian. But anyway, then I've got the Space Wolf there on the other heavy bolter, and finally one of the rank and file guys, I've got a Ultramarine. So the reason I did the Space Wolf and the Dark Angel as the two heavy bolter guys is kind of a nod to their competition. I think somewhere in the fluff it's written that whenever those two chapters come together, they kind of recreate the rivalry that existed between their two Primarchs. I guess every time that Layman Russ and Lionel came together, they would basically spar. And as I understood it, I mean, you guys may know better than I do, some of you Space Wolf and Dark Angel fans, I always thought it to be sort of a light-hearted competition. You know, they would spar prior to any battle they went into together, or just any time they met. And I think it suggested that still carried on. Some folks look at it as a more serious rivalry, like they absolutely hate each other, and I don't know if that's the case at all, but I just thought it would be kind of fun to have those two, you know, competing in a squad. Maybe, you know, like who could pick off the most Xenos or demons or whatever with their heavy bolters. So I thought it would be a fun little story. Anyway, alright guys, well, that's my squad. So got 6 guys, just enough for a Razorback, which I thought about doing a special transport for him, kind of doing it up with the Forge World Inquisition stuff, Inquisition doors and stuff. I thought that might be fun, but if I find out that, you know, really nobody wants to play against him, or, you know, people really wouldn't allow you, I might just do it anyway, just to stick it up on a shelf. So anyway, there they are, and you guys let me know what you think. Alright, thanks for watching.